Dragon Age Origins was rated M for mature by the ESRB and contains blood, intense violence, language, partial nudity, and sexual content. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everyone, my name is Amaronith and I play games for the internet, and today we're playing Dragon Age Origins. Last time we started our attempt to save Queen Anora from the clutches of Arl Howe and found one of the Orlesian Grey Wardens in his dungeon. We sent the guy off to Arl Eamon's estate for more questioning later, but now we're going to go deeper into Arl Howe's dungeon. I hope it's not a sex thing.
I said something drawing near.
Trap. Damn it. They already know we're here. Might as well. Come on, bear. And yeah.
Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance? No order! Right.
Time for a little bloodletting, I see. I hope you don't get blood all over me again.
This should be easy enough. Stay still! On it.
Fucking Howe. I hate him. By this point, all of the openings have been up for a while.
Right.
So y'all know what he did.
Right.
No key. Yeah, okay.
Warden senses tingling.
They're just normal guys.
Ha! Is that all you've got? Here we go!
Spending every dime for a wonderful time. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, don't you go? Sorry. I got jukebox brain today. Saving game. He's up there. But I refuse.
Finally some wildlife. I thought everything was like...
Oh no, dogs!
I still remember my first battle.
Have at you!
Shall we complete 1 points? This really gets the blood pumping.
Let's get started.
Time for a little bloodletting, I see.
Okay.
Let's get started.
Yada. Killing all of Arl Howe's guards in the dungeon. In the dungeon.
Let's get started.
What a time to fight in the dungeon.
Blood on me, I think.
Did someone like put haste on these guys?
This should be easy enough.
It is annoying. Wow.
Your wish?
Ah, no, nothing, never mind. Why do they have...
Don't leave me here. Get me out of here. Was this supposed to be a lesson? Did my father think it funny to leave me for so long before sending you?
Who are you?
Then my father didn't send you? I am Oswin, son of Ban Sigurd, of the Dragon's Peak Banon. If you aren't one of our soldiers, pray tell me, who should I be thanking for my rescue?
I am Farria, of the Grey Wardens.
Then I have no question about why you would come, Warden. For it is your men who have suffered the most here. You have my heartfelt gratitude. And I assume the gratitude of the entire Dragon's Peak Banon. If my father sent no one after me, I can only assume that he does not yet know the true colors of the snakes he is allied with. But if you talk to him, I'm certain he would offer you any reward you might ask.
Why was Arl Howe torturing you?
One soldier returning from Ostagar was my wet nurse's son. We have been friends since birth. He told me his unit was ordered to turn their backs on Kalen at Ostagar, before the Darkspawn overwhelmed him. The next day he disappeared. When I went to search for him, I accepted a drink from a stranger and ended up here.
Will your father side against Loghain at the Landsmeet?
Then there is a Landsmeet after all. Howe said the Isle of Redcliffe was dead, and the Landsmeet called off. I swear, if there be any forum to speak out against Loghain, my father will be there. Now, please, I must try to get to him. I cannot see the last of this place too soon.
New quest, Tortured Noble. I think this is the first time I've ever actually rescued this guy because I never realized he was here. Inform Ban Sigurd about his son's imprisonment. You freed Oswin, son of Ban Sigurd, from Arl Howe's torture room. Sigurd might appreciate being told about this. Okay, where is he? Anyway. Make active. Actually, now that I was reminded, do we have... Right, we only have 11 of the love letters. I'll do a grand rereading of all of them when we find the last one.
Warden sentence tingling. Let's make it quick, shall we?
Make it! Grab some
Moving, hurry, strike and kill! On it.
Hey, watch out!
Show me what you've got!
Oh no, I remember my first battle.
And
We're still alive.
Right.
Key to lower prison. That gives us quite a bit of access, I think.
Right.
Question? Rexel.
They said to retreat. The horn sounded, and we turned, and then the screams. We rode, and they screamed and screamed and...
Shh, it's alright.
Mother, can you smell the blood? They said it was only Darkspawn. But we ate them too. They died, and we left them in the swamp. The witch. The witch!
He's obviously mad. I don't think you'll get anything more out of him.
You're free now. Go somewhere safe.
Safe? Is there a safe? Perhaps next door?
Basil's request. No. Missing in action. Talk to Chanter Rosamund in the Market District. Steps. Found the missing veteran Rexel. He'd been driven mad from torture and imprisonment, but now free. Report back to the Chanter in the Market for the reward. Okay. That's where I got it. Right. Well and good, well and good.
What
Saurus!
month is it? Are you some enemy of Arl Urian's? Please, I feel like I've spent half my life down here.
Arl Urian died months ago.
Dead? Then who's ruling? His son, Vaughn. He struck me down and I woke up here. People were so angry, they were thinking of petitioning the king.
The king is dead as well. Loghain rules in his place.
There have been many changes since they caught me. I need to find out what happened. I need to get home, or flee the city. I thank you for your aid, stranger. I wish I had more than gratitude to offer.
Did I get anything from that? No. I didn't know Saurus was here. Cousin from another lifetime. Ages upon ages upon ages ago. Just. That's Arl Howe. That's to escape.
Let's get started.
I have the key. Fuck it.
Well, well, the Grey Warden. I must say I'm surprised Eamon would condone you invading my castle and murdering my men. Is he losing faith in the persuasive powers of his land's meat?
I'm here for Anora.
The traitorous bitch has you under her thumb. Anora does love games. I'm surprised she'd play with the likes of you. You should have left when you had the chance, Warden. Slunk off to the Anderfells to hide with the rest of your kind. This Landsmeet is a farce. Loghain will triumph, and you will die.
Shall we compete for points?
What?
Maker spit on you. I deserved more.
You deserve nothing, you snake. Ow, my head. Oh. Right. Ow.
Right.
Mage. God.
Let's get started.
Mage. We got a key. Body? I would teabag him if I could. Is there anything? High prison.
On it.
Vaughn!
Maker, have mercy on your faithful servant. Andraste, Bride of the Maker, have mercy on me. Alstana, is that you, little sister? No, I don't know you, do I? Are you real?
Who are you alright?
Alstana? I don't know. Where is my sister? Have you seen her? I'm Erminric, Knight Lieutenant of the Denerim Chantry. You aren't one of the Terns men?
He sounds like he's in lyrium withdrawal. He's got all the signs, confusion, weepiness. He probably doesn't even know what he's saying. If the Grand Cleric knew he were in here, she'd be spitting hot coals. Nobles don't have authority over Templars.
I failed in my duties, Maker. Forgive me. I failed, and there's no telling what he's done.
Who are you talking about?
The Malefica. He had turned blood magic upon Templars and Circle Mages to escape from his tower. Near Redcliffe, I cornered him, but the Terns men took him from me and brought me here.
The Malefica. Was his name Jowan?
Yes. He destroyed his phylactery. We were spread out, trying to find him. I was alone. You are real, aren't you? My dreams are so strange now. Please, if you're not a dream, help me.
What do you want me to do?
Give this ring to my sister, Alstana. Tell her I'm sorry. Please, ask her to pray for me.
Alright,
Lady of Perpetual Sorrows, pray for me.
You're free? Alright, okay.
Who's there? Stay away. You can't do this to me. I'll have you all flayed. I'm the Arl of Denerim.
Arl Yerian died at Ostagar. Who are you?
I'm Vaughan Kendalls, heir to the Arling of Denerim. It's true. Too many of our troops were lost at Ostagar. When the riots started, Howe came with men to reinforce the garrison here. Or that's what he claimed. As soon as I let him into the palace, he threw me in here. One more victim of the Elven Uprising, he said. Let me out of here. I'll do anything.
What caused the elves to rebel?
How should I know? They're prickly and take offense at anything. It's only their laziness that keeps them from being trouble most of the time.
You realize who you're talking to. Denerim is better off without you. I think I already got your stuff, bro. Brusky. this leads out that way. Should I have to get back to the main floor. To Anora.
As you wish.
Warriors can disengage or taunt enemies, allowing them to control the battlefield. I don't think I can ever play as a warrior because I don't know how to do that. I just go in and tank. Right, where are you, Anora? Anora, can you hear me?
My thanks.
Aren't you a little short for a guard?
I look more the part than you do. We must go quickly and avoid notice. If Howe's people find me, I'll be killed. And my people will insist on escorting me back to the palace, where my father may also have me killed.
Nothing. Damn!
Warden, in the name of the Regent, I am placing you under arrest for the murder of Rendon Howe and his men-at-arms. Surrender, and you may be shown mercy.
I'm here to free Anora, who was held captive.
Don't be ridiculous. The Queen isn't being held prisoner here or anywhere else. Her father would never stand for such a thing.
You know that for certain.
Unlike you, some of us know what honor and loyalty are. I have no doubts about Loghain. Bring them down! Loghain wants the Warden, dead or alive. Enemies approaching.
I still remember my first battle.
Stay still!
Wow!
Watch out!
Not sure how much longer I can hold.
Right. Here we go! Desperation is an ugly perfume.
Oh. We were never meant to survive that. Okay.
Eamon, we have a problem.
We have very little time for chat. We need to work out a plan.
Calm down. What has happened?
The Wardens have been captured.
What? How could this happen?
Never mind that. The question is how to free her.
Surely you mean them, Your Highness. We need Alistair too.
Yes, of course, I meant Alistair too. Calthrian will take her to Fort Draken. Getting in will be no small feat.
Frustrating! Oh god. I don't like that I'm mostly naked. I have a great butt, though.
Oh, you're awake. I was starting to worry.
Where are we? Are you alright?
I've been worse. I'll be better still when we get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
I hope you have a plan.
I have absolutely no plan. Fort Dragon. New quest. Captured! You're captured while rescuing Queen Anora from her. Fort Dragon and no gain now. Perhaps you should try to escape before you learn exactly what those plans are.
Oh, trying to be tricky, are we?
Hi.
That went well.
Good job, Bear. Good bear. Key to the cell doors and a mace. Yeah. Till we find our stuff. Stuff. Yeah. Nothing. All right. This is just bodies, bodies, bodies. Okay. Main hall, prison.
Yeah!
You didn't need to yell, Farria dear.
This should be easy enough.
Who in Andraste's name are you? Hey!
Let's get started.
I think there's someone here that I need to rescue, maybe?
This should be easy enough.
There are some guard uniforms here. Put on uniforms.
As you wish.
Leave. That's a nice Never mind me and my big ass bear. Never mind me and my big ass bear. Main hall. Let's just keep exploring for a little bit.
I should have been made a corporal by now. You never see them.
As you wish.
Duck polishing the rust off the armor.
Yeah, because I think I never really explore here. I always just escape.
What's this? Ah! You must be the new recruits we were expecting. You're late. The rest of your patrol is in the storage room. Find them and get yourselves ready for inspection.
Of course, sir.
Right.
Right away, sir.
I almost didn't make it out of the mess today. Forgot the blighted password again.
That's why I write it down every day. Keep it in my pocket. I got stuck on the second floor hallway for 3 hours last week. I swear those guards are possessed by demons or something.
Did you need something?
I was told we should get ready for inspection.
Thank the Maker.
What are we going to do about him, though?
Is there some problem?
So the assistant quartermaster is a little miffed with us at present.
I told you we should have put those potatoes in the cellar straight away.
Some things went amiss. Mistakes were made. The quartermaster got chewed out by Tern Loghain, and then he chewed out the assistant.
And now to get back at us for landing him in trouble, the assistant quartermaster won't give us our blades. And you can't pass inspection without a regulation sword.
Let me handle him.
He's down the hall in the armory.
Maker, help us. I hope this works.
Yeah.
Quit worrying. He's got to give in eventually.
No, he doesn't. If that man could hate us to death, they'd be singing the chant for both of us right now.
Let's get started.
Yeah, just give us some... Okay, this doesn't act. That's not a door. Alright. Bless you.
What's this? You two blighted fools make a new friend?
Would 15 sovereigns make you more forgiving?
It might at that. Regulation swords, right? Take these, just mind you take care of them. That's good steel.
Alright. Hello.
So, you think you're ready to go on your first patrol mission, do you?
Yes, sir.
That's what I like to hear. You there!
Yes, sir.
Stand up straight. You're a soldier in the King's army, and the King's own men don't slouch. And you!
Yes, sir.
Stop fidgeting. You can fidget on your own time.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Kiss arse.
You there, Blondie.
Yes, sir.
What's the one thing a soldier can't do without?
What do I tell him?
A sword. Discipline.
Discipline, sir.
You're not as dumb as you look. See to it you all act like soldiers of Ferelden out there. I expect a lot of you back here by sunup. Now get out of here, and make her watch over you.
What are we doing? Somehow you managed to convince the colonel that you were a soldier slated to go out on patrol. With any luck, you should be able to walk out the front door. Oh, they... Okay. I feel like I'm missing something. Nope, that...
A month, and already this armor doesn't fit. Better lay up the mince pie.
Password?
Rabbit, I think.
Going on your first patrol, are you? Good luck.
Stay sharp out there.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, you could be fighting your way out, but...
Let's get started.
Why not just walk out the front door?
I'm sorry, my child, but I'm busy right now. Come back later.
Okay. Sister Augustine?
It's always a proud day when a soldier takes up real duties. Andras, they watch over you
Right.
lot.
Captain.
It's always a proud day when a soldier takes up real duties. Andras, they watch over you lot.
Yes, sir, Captain, sir.
Good luck out there.
Thank you. I mean, you never know what you're gonna need, right? Nothing here. Let's just run back to Eamon's, eh? God. When?
This is a nice estate, isn't it? What's on your mind?
Nothing about how...
It is no trouble.
Alright. So I should not expect anything from anybody. Aster.
Maker's breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Indeed. We have been praying for your safe return, Warden.
It's good to see you're alright, Anora.
I was uncertain you would respond as you did, considering the consequences. I am glad you did. Thank you. Now, however, we must work together. And quickly. My father has gone mad. I didn't believe it at first, but he is gripped by a paranoia so severe it prevents him from seeing sense. He saw me as a threat, yet even now I'm certain he will be telling the nobles you are dangerous murderers that have kidnapped and mind-controlled me. He may even believe it.
Can he still take the throne without you?
Perhaps. It will be more difficult for him, but if my father says the Grey Wardens are the enemy, many will believe it. He is a legend.
It's true. Our position in the Landsmeet is not strong, and this does little to help us.
At least that snake Howe is dead. That alone will not be enough, however. My father is committed to his path. You will need ammunition for the Landsmeet, and there I can help. You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Howe and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful lead, Anora, but you could have sent this information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as Howe's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Elena to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet. But you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me.
And what of Alistair?
I have no doubt Alistair is biddable enough. And decent. But even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it? Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims. I am a neutral party, and I am already queen.
Anora, you are indeed Kaelin's widow, but...
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general. Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Kaelin. I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
So... that's certainly something.
Well, she's quite spirited. I remember when Loghain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Galen was a good boy, but Anora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble, but we should keep her close, all the same.
Why do you think she's trouble?
This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Loghain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Anora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Loghain.
But aren't we planning to depose her?
Anora was a capable administrator for Kaelin's lands, but she has not a drop of royal blood. We did not fight the Orlesians all those years just to lose our royal line in a single generation. Not when there's a surviving son of the blood.
Maybe Alistair should marry Anora.
Are you serious? No, never mind. I don't even want to hear the rest of this. You two just keep talking about me. I'm gonna stand over here with my fingers in my ears.
That would certainly solve a lot of problems, and put forth the strongest argument before the Landsmeet to remove Loghain from power. With Therin blood on the throne, and Anora's wisdom and popularity, Ferelden could present the most united front against the Blight. Unfortunately, the marriage would never happen, unless they both agreed to it. And I suspect that might take a lot of persuading to get past her pride and his humility.
Why is it so important to put Marik's son on the throne?
Ferelden was first united by Calenhad, the Silver Knight. For 400 years, his descendants have ruled Ferelden. That was the heritage we preserved from the Orlesians. And it is the heritage I will fight for as long as one of Calenhad's descendants still lives. Without that to unite us, we could scatter back to warring Terniers.
Alistair doesn't know the first thing about being king.
No, I don't, which I've told both of you on many occasions. If Anora's turned against Loghain, I say let her keep the crown. It looks better on her anyway.
You're both wrong. With a few months of experience, Alistair will make a fine king. He knows how to lead troops to defend his land. He knows how to stand and fight for justice. He knows how to show compassion to those less fortunate, and how to trust to the Maker's guidance to know right from wrong. And he knows who to turn to for aid, should that training fail him. He will be fine.
Let's talk about something else.
We certainly have a great deal to plan.
What do you think he's doing in the alienage?
Maker knows what that man is capable of now.
I've got work to do.
Of course, if I might make a suggestion, go speak with Anora. She will either be a powerful ally or a powerful enemy, and the sooner we know which she is, the better.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Ask away.
I have some questions.
Of course.
Never mind. Let's find some of those people that we need to talk to. Riordan!
Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Draken.
I was hoping I could learn a bit more about the Grey Wardens.
Well, I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but it seems to me that you've picked the important parts up yourself. Be firm in your beliefs, protect people from their own ignorance, and be as loyal as you can to your brothers, even knowing you'll share their deaths.
How many Wardens are there?
It's tough to say. Only the fortress in Weishaupt has every record. But there are certainly a few dozen or hundreds in every nation in Thedas. The Anderfells are home to over 1,000. It's almost like the Archdemon chose Ferelden deliberately, knowing how unguarded it is.
Have you ever been to the fortress in Weishaupt?
Once only, and I'd rather not go again. It's far, lass, and very foreign. The Wardens there, they fight Darkspawn like you and me, but they're shaped by the winters there in the forest. They're a cold group and don't care like they should about the rest of the world. Their king is weak, and many Anders look to the Wardens to rule. I hate to say this, but some of them seem to want it that way.
Well, how are the Wardens founded?
It was near 1200 years ago, and no one knows for sure, except that it began with a group of Anders soldiers. Apparently, they defected from their king's army, vowing that fighting the Blight was more important, and traveled all the way to Tevinter themselves. They were the first ones to track down the Archdemon Dumat, and the ones to slay him, although none survived the battle. But they had picked up followers by then, and it was they who formally founded the Order, and were recognized by Thedas.
Why has it been so long since the last Blight?
Archdemons don't awaken on their own, you know. It takes the Darkspawn, tunneling and tunneling, searching for centuries to find one. And with no one to lead them, it must be sheer chance, or maybe instinct, which leads them. What's surprising isn't that it takes so long between Blights. What's surprising is that they succeed at all. But I imagine the old gods call to them. And it's that voice in the darkness which drives them through so many generations.
I guess it's all for now.
The important thing to remember is, none of that matters. When you're facing Darkspawn, all you need to know is to stop them at all costs. Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Draken.
Did you know Duncan very well?
We went through our joining together, more years ago than I like to remember. He was exactly the same back then, tough as stone and just as grizzled. I think he understood sooner than the rest of us how ugly a choice it is to let the few be sacrificed to protect the many. Always left himself a soft spot for his recruits, though. Only where he ever let himself down.
Could you tell me about the vault again?
It's located just off the Market District in the northern alley past the Nord Noble Tavern. I'll sketch out the code which will let you pass the lock wheel. Inside you can take your pick of whatever equipment remains. It is the stockpile the Wardens have kept for centuries, for the defense of Denerim.
What are your plans now?
When I'm well enough, I'm going to continue my journey toward Ostagar. Hopefully I'll be able to trace the heart of the Blight and where the Archdemon itself abides. If we want to defeat this Archdemon, we need to know where it is and how soon it might strike.
You're going alone. Shouldn't I go with you?
If there were more of us, I would agree. But as it is, I don't think we can deprive all the armies you've gathered of a commander.
I was hoping I could learn a bit more about the Grey Wardens.
Well, I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but it seems to me that you've picked the important parts up yourself. Be firm in your beliefs, protect people from their own ignorance, and be as loyal as you can to your brothers, even knowing you'll share their deaths.
I guess it's all for now.
The important thing to remember is, none of that matters. When you're facing Darkspawn, all you need to know is to stop them at all costs.
My lady, she will be forever grateful, Warden.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
Why should I support you?
For years, I have ruled this kingdom as Kaelin's queen. As much as they loved Kaelin, all of the Banon knew this to be so. Kaelin was a good man, but what is needed now is not another good man, but a good ruler. I sent Alina here not solely because I thought I needed help, but because I saw an opportunity for us both. I need your support, Warden, and you will need mine.
Are you proposing an alliance?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
Why not simply marry Alistair? It's the best of both worlds.
Ignoring that the man looks so much like Kaelin, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall, my main fear is that he might govern like Kaelin as well. But it is true that Alistair has Theron blood. To some, this is more important even than practical considerations. A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires?
I think I could convince him.
Let me say this. If Alistair is willing to stand back and allow me to continue governing the nation, then I would be willing to have him as my king. It is my understanding that governing does not appeal to him anyhow. If that is so, this is a compromise I can live with.
I will speak to him then.
Do so. I will be interested to hear what he has to say.
I say this only because Alistair keeps constantly saying he doesn't want to be in charge. But yeah.
So I'm guessing someone told Anora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. Did anyone mention this wasn't my idea? I think she's a great queen. As far as I'm concerned, she's welcome to it.
I think you'd be a great king, Alistair.
Really? Whatever will give you that idea?
You have a kind heart and a strong sense of justice.
Well, it's nice that you think so. What do you think I should do? Go ahead and be king, just to let it happen?
I think you should marry Anora.
Marry her? As in marriage? As in be her husband? You've spoken to her about this? You did, didn't you? Why would you do that? Did you take a blow to the head?
Yes.
That's crazy.
I think this is the best compromise for peace.
Yes, I suppose you're right. The Landsmeet will probably see that too. Go ahead then. Tell her I'll do it if it comes to that. Now excuse me while I go have a small heart attack somewhere. No big deal, right?
See, if you play as a human noble, if you play as a male human noble, you could marry Anora and take the throne and be king yourself. Or if you're a female human noble, you could marry Alistair and be queen. Not that it actually impacts anything, BioWare, what the hell. But, that's for later. Hey, girl.
Well, have you spoken to my lucky betrothed yet? Or will we be reduced to passing notes?
He's agreed to your terms.
He has? I wasn't expecting that, to tell you the truth. To marry Kaelin's brother. Well, I suppose stranger things have happened. If it will truly help matters... Is this it then? I agree to marry Alistair to retain my throne, and in exchange I give you my support. If not, then tell me now.
Marry Alistair and you have my support.
Done. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
I have some questions.
Ask me whatever you like.
Does it make you uncomfortable siding against your father?
Of course it does. Do you think me heartless? But how much worse would I be to calmly stay at the side of a man who murdered my husband?
I met with Kaelin at Ostagar. He was a good man.
He was, and far happier in the field than in the throne room. He was reckless, impetuous, and charming. Had he not been king, he would have made a dashing rogue for a band of players. We were a good pairing. He would not have wanted the burden of ruling any more than I would have liked to remain the silent wife in my husband's shadow.
Why did Loghain leave Kaelin to die? Do you know?
Kaelin was so idealistic. The world was his storybook, and he was the hero. My father is different. He's an idealist too, but he knows what idealism costs. They often clashed, but never seriously, never for long. Kaelin would always come round to Father's way of thinking eventually. And then the Blight came. Kaelin dreamed of uniting all the nations of Thedas against the Darkspawn. It was a dream. He wouldn't surrender. What my father saw, however, was the boy he had swaddled inviting Orlesian troops back into the land he had fought to free of them. And for once, my poor, foolish husband wouldn't back down.
We should tell people what really happened to Kaelin.
They would not believe it, most of them, even from my lips. Loghain is the hero they've looked up to their whole lives. Far easier to believe you or me a liar than him a murderer and tyrant. That's why it will be critical to find some way to discredit him before the lands meet. We must have proof of my father's crimes for the bands, or they will never believe us.
I'm sorry for your loss.
It was more than just my own loss. But I thank you all the same.
Another question.
Ask me whatever you like.
What do you think will happen after the lands meet?
Do you want me to try my luck at fortune-telling? There was an old woman who read palms in the village of Gwarren when I was a child. She told me that I would have 10 children and be bald as a winter heath when I grew up. I can't say I put much faith in foretelling. What will happen depends much on you, Warden. But you certainly knew that already.
I'd like to understand Loghain better, if possible.
Well, he was once a farmer when he was a boy, if you can believe it. I never could myself. He's useless with plants, for one thing. I remember my mother once asking his help with a sick rose vine. My mother oversaw the rose gardens personally. He touched it. No more than that. And it shed half its leaves like a dog with mange. She never asked for him to help with her roses again. He bought her another one, though. He carried it back from Denerim with the branches overflowing his saddlebag. Despite the thorns tearing him bloody, he wouldn't let anyone else take it. He wanted to be the one to present it to her. My father has his faults, Warden, but he is far from common.
Did he plan overthrowing Kaelin before Ostagar?
I'm not sure. I had no inkling of my father's plans until Kaelin was already dead. I would like to think that my father planned for the worst, but did not truly decide that Kaelin was a lost cause until that moment in Ostagar. The alternative is difficult to imagine.
Is he truly beyond reason?
I hope not, but I fear it is so, yes.
Why doesn't Loghain back down?
Because he believes he is right, Warden. He thinks he is the only one who can see Ferelden out of its current crisis, even if it is one he helped engineer. My father is capable of remarkable blindness, but it stems from his love of Ferelden. That is the saddest part of all, I think.
Why would he ever have trusted Arl Howe?
Trust would perhaps be putting it too strongly. My father knew what Howe was, and while I despised the man, I knew that father relied on his political mind. I expect my father thought himself above being influenced by the snake. Truly, I wonder how many of these acts stemmed from Howe and not my father at all. We may never know.
Another question?
Ask me whatever you like.
No, I should go.
Then I wish you luck, Warden.
Okay. Well, with that arrangement made, I think we should gather our party, head out, and see what we can see. But that's for next time. I'm gonna cut it here, and hopefully, I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.